Preaching and evangelizing incorrectly is one of the most common mistakes I see Christians make. They often push people further away from God instead of bringing them closer. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to avoid that. This is how to preach and evangelize correctly according to the Bible. And let's begin with the difference between evangelizing and preaching. Evangelizing literally translates to sharing the good news, his resurrection, his death, and the meaning behind all of that. And it's mainly aimed at people who don't really know Jesus yet. Preaching means proclaiming, teaching, or explaining God's truth. It can be to believers or non-believers. I'm sure you have that loved one in your life who hasn't been saved yet. So let's begin with what you shouldn't do. Often when preaching and evangelizing, a lot of emotion is involved. And that makes sense. You know what Jesus did to your life, and you feel like you need to share the truth because you know how it will change their life for the better. But the most important part is to realize you can't win people over. So don't be forceful or argue with them, even if your heart is in the right place. The only one who can make them believe is themselves and God. You can't. And if they're not ready, they're simply not ready. The one thing you don't want to do is push people away further from God because you're forceful. God's timing is truly everything. So what should you do when preaching and evangelizing? First of all, everything starts with listening. It's a common topic in the Bible. You have 2 ears for a reason. You should listen twice as much as you speak. And I'm not talking about listening waiting to respond. You should really hear them out, understand their struggles and what they're dealing with. And you don't start talking about God until there's a sign of openness or an invitation. Wait until they're ready. And once they are, it's important to be relatable. Find common ground so people feel less vulnerable or exposed. And that will open the door to share how Jesus helped you with your life or a specific struggle. And if there isn't a sign of openness or an invitation, remember that actions speak way louder than words. When people see your peace, joy, and humility, they'll naturally be curious, and that's when you can share your story. But remember, be gentle and not forceful. Your only job is to plant a seed. God is the only one who can make it grow in their heart. And the final, most important thing is to pray for them. Sometimes people are simply not ready, and all you can do is pray for them in silence and ask God to open their hearts. Always remember, you're the savee, not the savior. You should trust God with the results. I hope this video was helpful and have a blessed day.